Hi, I'm Jeff Kirkay with North Olmsted Hockey Club Board. This is the video we're putting together to give you a brief tutorial on scorekeeping and running the clock. I've been doing this for a number of years. If you're volunteering to do it, I know you're going to be nervous the first few times. Please don't be. I'm going to say it again at the end. I've been doing this for 8 years. I make mistakes all the time. It's not anything that has to be perfect or that anyone expects you to be perfect, so just have a good time with it. I just want to give you some basic feel of what to expect in the score booth, then show you some basics about the console that's running the two clocks, as well as a little bit on scorekeeping. So the first thing is, if you're interested in doing audio for the game that's using the microphone, we'll show you that briefly. You're going to need the combination for the club locker, which is in the hallway leading to the score booth, which your team manager can get you. That's where we keep the microphones up on the top shelf. The one with the longer cord here is the one that seems to work the best, so that's the one I tend to use. The kids love it. You announce their names during the game. I give the kids nicknames. Everybody seems to enjoy it, home and away players. So if you're interested in doing that and also doing music for the game, there's connections down here, and it's a little bit loud with kids, so I'm just going to show where those connections are. Down there in the corner, as you can see, there's a wire coming out of the wall of the top unit. That is the music wire. It's connected to Jeff Marshall's radio. Literally all you do when you want to run music is unplug the other end from Jeff's radio and plug it into an iPad or an iPhone that has music on it, and you just play it like you normally would, and it comes right out of the PA system. The other plug is, it says ref mic, but that is where you plug in, the refs don't have mics anymore, that is where you plug in your microphone if you want to use it in the booth. It's a simple just on-off switch on the microphone. Now we're going to take a quick look, we'll switch spots. We're going to take a quick look at the console, the Fair Play console. This is a newer unit. As you can see here, it has a wireless feature to it. There's two cords coming out the back. This is what connects the unit to the old scoreboard that Mike's filming now. And then the wireless unit controls the new scoreboard that we had installed last year. If this unit, and this is the unit that's almost always in the booth, should be in the booth, if that's in place, whatever you do with the console, it will happen on both clocks. Both clocks will be synced. This looks like a lot of stuff going on the console. You really use very few buttons here, and it's very simple. Number one feature is, for the end of periods, the auto horn should always be on. There's an auto horn button over here and an indicator that the auto horn is on, and the auto horn is just when the clock reaches 0, the horn automatically sounds. So there's no arguments about time running to 0 and then the horn going off, anything like that. So the auto horn should always be on. The other thing, another button that you use all the time is the clock set. So literally to set, say, right now it's set for 12 minutes, which is every other level of full ice except for Bantam. If I wanted to set it for Bantam period time of 14 minutes, clock set, 14, enter. And 14 minutes will show up on the console here, and it will also appear on both scoreboards, which it does. Trust me, it's on there. The other one is the period button, also very simple, period. It's set for 1, but we'll just do 1, enter. Those things are pretty intuitive, as is the scoring. Now you'll see there's a couple of different, there's a home, where's the home goal? I can't remember, I think somebody might have already covered it. So the only thing you're really going to need here for scoring is home score, and that's home score. There's a 2 in there now, but let's say it's first goal, enter. Or visitor score, goal 1, enter. So anything, you press that, press your number, enter, and it will come up on the scoreboard. The other thing that is on here are the penalties that you'll use. Pretty much everything else you won't need, but home penalty and visitor penalty you'll need. That is not as intuitive as the other buttons. You need to go, if you wanted to enter, say, a home penalty for 2 minutes, you push the home penalty button, and then you press this. It's an auto button, whatever you want to call it, like a pre-programmed button. +1 will automatically do a 2-minute penalty, and then it's asking you for the player number, which you enter. Say, and here's an important thing: you don't want to actually enter the kid's number. Say he wears 26. You want to do it by what number of penalty it is. So if you need to take it off, you know which penalty it is. So when it says player number, if it's the first penalty, you're going to go 1 and enter, and then enter again, and it'll appear on the scoreboard. Clearing a penalty is what, yeah, that scoreboard doesn't show the minutes, but the older clearing a penalty is really not intuitive, so I'm not even going to go over that here, because even if I told you, you won't remember. What we're going to do, and we have left for the last few years, is a laminated sheet here in the penalty box that has some of the usual features that we'll use, and it teaches you how to do those things. So, you know, the first time you come in, you might want to come in, use the clock, get in a little early before the game, and kind of just familiarize yourself with how to use the console and how to enter and clear penalties, for instance. So that's the console and the laminated sheets. The last thing I wanted to show you is the other duty while you're in here is scorekeeping. So we're going to do a close-up of an example score sheet. This is what, as a scorekeeper, you'll give, your team manager will give you the empty score sheet. You will give your team manager back at the end, and it's the team manager's duty to enter this data onto the CSHL website. And this one was actually an image taken right off the CSHL website from last year. It'll be empty. You'll have to enter, you know, home team, visiting team. You don't even need to enter the coach's information if, and most teams do this, and your team manager should do this, print up labels for the teams, so that every time you do scoring, you don't have to write the individual kids' names and the coaches' names on the score sheet. Excuse me. So these labels come in really handy, and you can put really 2 sets for each game is fine. It used to be 3 sets when everything was done by paper, and you had to send in paper of the 3rd copy to the league. Now that's all uploaded. It's all done online. So really 2 sets, one for the home, one for the visitor score sheet is all you're going to need. So this would be like the front page of the home score sheet. So there you see the North Olmsted home, the Parma visitor away label on there, and then the rest of this information you fill in during the gameplay. You'll see when there's a goal, you're going to add, you know, what goal number is it, what period did it take place, what time did the goal take place, obviously was it home or visitor, and then the referee will give you the information on who scored the goal and who assisted the goal by number. You can see for this score sheet we did not put in a type, but if you want to, you can enter that as well. This is where you would enter PP for power play, SH for shorthanded, or E for even strength. It's not necessary, nobody really keeps those stats, but you'll see a lot of people do that with their scorekeeping. Toward the bottom here is the penalties, and this is also this information is given to you by the referee. They will tell you, you know, what, obviously it'll be what period it took place, the number of the player committing the violation, the team, of course, what the violation was, and then how much time the infraction is. And that's where, you know, in this case, they're all 2-minute penalties. You'll enter the time of the penalty, and you'll enter the penalty on the console, and the clock is automatically synced. So when you start the clock, the time of the penalty will tick down in sync with the clock. It's a good idea the scoring you can keep track of, obviously by yourself by period. It's a good idea to have whoever in the penalty box that's helping the kids open and close the doors as they're coming in and out for the penalties. Also keep track of the shots for you. Anything that is, to be a shot, it has to either be a goal or a save. So if someone takes a shot and misses the net completely, it's not a shot. So they can either keep track of the goalkeeper saves, which is what you'll want to put on the score sheet, or they can give you the shots minus goals equals saves for each period, and then total those up at the end. And at the end of the game, you'll sign, you know, the score sheet, or just write your name down as the official scorekeeper. The referees will make sure that the score sheet looks like, you know, it's official and everything that they intended. They will make their marks to indicate that's where the penalty stopped, that's where the goal stopped, and they'll sign, and then it becomes an official score sheet. You can get that back to your team manager. So that's really it. That's the basics of it. Like I said, don't be nervous. I've been doing this for 8 years. I still make mistakes. Not all the time, but I still make mistakes. It's a lot of fun. It's the best seat in the house. Just about all the refs are very easy and fun to work with for these games. You know, volunteer your time. It's very enriching. I would definitely encourage you to use the microphone, do announcements, play the music. It's a lot of fun for the kids. Maybe as you get a little more comfortable, you can work that in, but I would definitely encourage you to do that. If you have any questions on this, please don't hesitate to reach out to your team manager or me, Jeff Kirkay. My information is on the website as one of the board of trustees. So good luck, have fun, go Eagles!